Decent. Not great, but decent. Thought I had a chance when I looked up, but obviously not good enough. So got to be better there, but decent.
What are the challenges with the elements today, just from a kicker's perspective?
Lots of various different challenges, I guess, but it's the same for both teams, and everyone has to deal with it at some point, and so there's really no excuses. You just have to make that kick.
Just a few in the preseason too. Do you feel right? Do you feel yourself right now kicking?
Some days I feel really good, some days not. It's just one of those things that you just have to go out there and make kicks. I mean, I could give you 100 lists of various excuses, really, but there's no point in that. You just got to make the kick, and I need to be better.
It's pretty close. How frustrating was that to see it just miss?
Very frustrating, yeah. Not ideal.
I just feel like we weren't as locked in, and probably just a little antsy. Could be better. Have to be better with all that stuff. Me personally, I feel like just from me, I had a big day in pass pro, so me being antsy, trying to, get on the same level with the O line and get my linebacker, because I don't never want my guy to beat me. So that was part of the reason. But like I said, we got to be better at the end of the day.
It's been a little tough sledding for you. You haven't gotten fully going yet. I mean, what do you think that's a result of? Is it just loaded boxes? Is it keying in on you? I mean, I don't.
I wish I could tell you, bro. Like, everybody, like my teammates know how much I put into it, and I know how much they put into it as well. So, for me personally, I just try to go out and just do my 111th every play. And, unfortunately for me, I haven't, I've been having the big rushing games and, stuff like that. But I just try to do my part in the pass pro, do my part in play fakes, communicating with Aaron, communicating with the O-line, and if I got to be in the receiving game. So, obviously I wish I could run for 100, 200 yards every game, but realistically, like right now, I'm the focal point of most defenses, so it's just really not happening.
How much does this break the team's momentum you had built up getting into a tough part of the schedule?
I don't think it breaks the momentum, because it's like, I feel like it's a different feeling when you lose because somebody's better than you, or compared to when you lose because you've shot yourself in the foot a million times. So hats off to them. D-line played a great game. Offense managed the game well, and we just didn't get the job done today.
Breece, you mentioned being the focal point of the defense. Was there anything in particular they were doing today that made it tough?
It's just I just think the 5-down stuff, 5D lineman was giving us problems, and then I don't know. I wish I could have been better from a whole. Whether it's just putting my head down and just sticking my head in there and trying to get the dirty yards or whatever the case may be. I'm at the end of the day, I'm my biggest critic, so I felt like I could have been better helping out the O-line today and helping them set their blocks better and everything. So it's on me at the end of the day.
Aaron mentioned that he felt like maybe the focus wasn't as clear as like in the first 3 weeks. Like, is that a little frustrating with how, especially when you guys played those week 2 and week 3 to come out like this today? Yeah,
it's very frustrating. Even on the last drive, we start off really well, get going, pretty much had 3, and then take the sacks and stuff, and I don't know. I just one of that look that they gave us the last play is a look that we see all the time in practice and that we pick up. So, just frustrating at the end of the day.
Obviously, Aaron's cadence is pretty sophisticated. Do you think guys are still getting used to it? Because maybe that's why there were so many pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, for sure. And then, when a team blitzes a lot, they're trying to time up the snap with the cadence and everything like that. So, for me, when you got to pick up a guy in the A-gap and he's timing up the snap, when you're 5-6 yards back, you're trying not to you're trying to close the space and trying not to let them gain any ground on you and get past that level of the O-line. So I'd say I was definitely a little antsy today, just trying to do my best to help out in pass protection.
What challenges, if any, did the weather present today?
You said what?
What challenges, if any, did the weather present today?
I feel like when it's a bad weather game, it's really even because both teams have to deal with it. So I feel like, obviously there's challenges, but it ends up being an even playing field, so that's not an excuse.
Take a couple more.
The fourth down on the next to last series when Aaron got sacked at midfield, the safety blitzed. You were back there. Were you supposed to pick that guy up, or was that not your guy?
With the protection that we had, I was actually supposed to have the inside linebacker on the left, and for me, I try to be the human eraser. So the O-line squeezed down, and they end up taking my guy. So I tried to get back out of there late, and unfortunately, I couldn't. So. For me, I still feel like, I got to be the human eraser, whether it's my man or not. I put that one on me as well.
The inability for you guys to get into the end zone when you're in the red zone a couple times there, how much did that hurt, and how surprising was it, given that had been a strength in the first few minutes?
Yeah, like I said, it's very frustrating. It's hard. I know. We're all trying to do right, trying to do our 111th, and unfortunately we just didn't get the job done today. So flush it, get back in tomorrow, and, just seek the truth, take the constructive criticism and, make whatever changes need to be made. So that's all you can ask for.
I mean, I think every flag's unnecessary. That's against us. So, yeah.
What's specifically the one you got called on after the catch?
Yeah, I guess that's just like a new thing with the NFL. Usually they give warnings with unsportsmanlike conducts and stuff like that, and guys around the league do that every single week. It's been a thing for a while now. They never made it a point of emphasis in the off season or anything. They just kind of just threw it out there. So it is what it is. Obviously, I regret doing that. I guess can't signal a first down anymore.
You guys have high expectations, obviously, with Aaron back and whatnot this year. Is this the kind of game? If you're the team that you think you are, you got to win. You're home.
It's unacceptable for us to lose this game today. I mean, anytime our defense is able to hold any team to 10 points, it's we got to be able to put up well more than that. They did a phenomenal job all day. They had the one drive where they ended up scoring on third down, I'm pretty sure, and that was uncharacteristic of them to just kind of leave a guy wide open and everything. And we had the ball on the 1 yard line and couldn't put it in. So that is not our standard. That's not our expectations, and we got to fix that.
Were the wet conditions a factor at all in terms of the passing game in the first half?
Well, that's the obvious. So.
And just with the amount of, it just seemed like it was hard to get into a sync, like a good sync. Maybe the extra time off, or it just seemed like things were a little out of
I mean, you can make excuses for anything. We could say the fact that, I had stopped at too many red lights on the way here is the reason why we lost. But at the end of the day, we didn't execute, we didn't perform to our standard, and we didn't play our style of football, especially offensively. Defense, they did their thing.